Hello, little explorers and curious minds. Welcome to Sleepy Science and Stories, where we dive into tales from around the world and learn something exciting before bed. Tonight, we're setting out on an incredible adventure to discover some of the most legendary heroes from myth and history. From fierce warriors to clever tricksters, each of these heroes showed bravery, strength, and wisdom, and their stories have inspired people for hundreds or even thousands of years. So, get cozy, close your eyes, and imagine that we're traveling back in time to ancient lands, meeting heroes from long ago who left their mark on the world. Hero number 1, Hercules, the strongest of all. Our first legendary hero is Hercules, one of the most famous heroes of Greek mythology. Hercules was known for his incredible strength and bravery. According to legend, he was the son of Zeus, the king of the gods, and a mortal woman. Because of his half-god, half-human origins, Hercules had amazing powers but faced unique challenges. One day, Hercules found himself needing to make up for a serious mistake. He was tasked with completing the 12 labors, 12 nearly impossible tasks that tested every bit of his strength, intelligence, and courage. These tasks were extremely difficult. They included wrestling an Nemean lion with skin so tough it couldn't be cut, capturing the powerful Cyrenian hind, a swift deer sacred to the goddess Artemis, and cleaning the vast Augean stables in a single day. Hercules approached each labor with determination, using his brains just as much as his muscles. For example, to clean the Augean stables, he diverted 2 rivers, so they would flow through the stables, washing away all the dirt. By using his cleverness along with his strength, he completed all 12 tasks and became a hero, not only for his strength, but for his wisdom and resilience too. Our next hero is Mulan, the warrior from China. Next, we journey to ancient China to meet the fearless Mulan, a hero known for her bravery, loyalty, and love for her family. Mulan's story comes from an old Chinese ballad and has inspired generations in China and beyond. Mulan was a young girl who lived in a time when China was at war. When Mulan's elderly father was called to join the army, Mulan knew he was too old to fight and would be in a great danger. Determined to protect him, Mulan cut her hair, dressed as a man, and took her father's place in the army. She trained hard and fought bravely, eventually rising to become one of the most respected soldiers. Mulan's cleverness and courage helped save her fellow soldiers in battle after battle. Even though she was keeping a big secret, Mulan put others' safety before her own. When her true identity was finally revealed, everyone was shocked, but Mulan's bravery and accomplishments were so great that she was respected and honored as a hero. Mulan's story reminds us that real strength doesn't just come from physical power, but also from the courage to do what's right, even when it's difficult. Hero number 3, King Arthur, the noble leader of Camelot. Now let's travel to medieval England, the land of knights, castles, and dragons, to meet King Arthur, a hero known for his wisdom, honor, and legendary leadership. Arthur's story is filled with magic and adventure. According to legend, Arthur was just a young boy when he pulled a magical sword called Excalibur from a stone. This act proved he was the rightful king, as only a true and worthy leader could pull Excalibur from the stone. As king, Arthur created the Round Table, gathering the bravest knights from around the land to join him. The Round Table was unique because it had no head, meaning everyone sitting there was considered equal. Arthur, with his knights, including heroes like Sir Lancelot and Sir Gawain, went on quests to protect the kingdom and search for magical items like the Holy Grail. Arthur's story is filled with values of bravery, fairness, and loyalty. He showed that being a good leader means serving others and respecting everyone. Even today, King Arthur's story reminds us about the importance of honor and friendship, making him a hero in many people's hearts. Hero number 4, Anansi, the clever spider from African folklore. Now let's visit Africa to meet Anansi, a trickster hero from West African folklore. Anansi is often shown as a clever spider who uses his wit to get what he wants. He is not the biggest or strongest hero, but he is one of the smartest, using his creativity to solve problems and teach important lessons. In one famous story, Anansi wanted to keep all the world's wisdom for himself, so he collected it in a pot and tried to hide it high up in a tree. But when he climbed the tree, the pot kept getting in his way. His young son saw him struggling and suggested he tie the pot behind him instead. Anansi realized that he was so focused on keeping wisdom for himself that he hadn't considered others might have helpful ideas too. Feeling embarrassed but wiser, he decided to let go of the pot, allowing wisdom to spread throughout the world. Anansi's story showed that cleverness can be more powerful than strength and that sharing knowledge is one of the best ways to help others. His playful tales are popular all over Africa and the Caribbean, reminding people of the power of wisdom and humor. Hero 5, Joan of Arc, the Maid of Orleans. Now we'll travel to France in the 1400s to meet a real-life hero, Joan of Arc. Joan was a young girl who believed she was chosen by God to help France during a difficult time of war. Even though she was only a teenager and had no training as a soldier, Joan bravely stepped up to lead the French army in battle. Joan became known as the Maid of Orleans for her courage and devotion to her country. She wore armor, led soldiers into battle, and inspired them with her bravery and faith. Joan's determination gave her troops the confidence to keep fighting. Although her life was tragically short, Joan's heroism left a lasting legacy in France and around the world. Joan of Arc reminds us that true bravery comes from standing up for what you believe in, even if others don't understand. Her story is a powerful example of how courage and belief in a cause can make someone a hero, no matter their age or experience. Odysseus, the clever adventurer of Greece. Our final hero brings us back to Greece, where we meet Odysseus, a warrior and king known for his intelligence and resourcefulness. Odysseus was the king of Ithaca, but after the long Trojan War, he faced an epic journey home filled with challenges and dangers. Odysseus encountered all sorts of magical creatures like the Cyclops, a one-eyed giant, and Circe, a powerful sorceress who tried to turn him into an animal. In each encounter, Odysseus used his cleverness to survive. For example, when the Cyclops captured him, Odysseus tricked him by saying his name was Nobody. Later, When Odysseus and his men escaped, the Cyclops shouted, "Nobody is hurting me!" confusing the other giants and letting Odysseus get away safely. Odysseus' story reminds us that sometimes the mind is our greatest tool and that patience and resilience can help us overcome even the biggest obstacles. His journey is a story of adventure, courage, and the cleverness that makes him one of history's most legendary heroes. What makes a hero? After hearing these amazing stories, you might wonder, what makes someone a hero? Well, heroes come in all shapes and sizes, and each of our heroes today showed different strengths. Hercules showed physical strength and resilience. Mulan displayed bravery and loyalty. King Arthur was a fair and noble leader. Anansi used cleverness and humor. Joan of Arc had faith and determination. Odysseus was smart and resourceful. But one thing they all have in common is that they used their talents to help others. Heroes are people who stand up for what they believe in, protect those they care about, and work to make the world a better place. And the best part, each of us has the potential to be a hero in our own way. Fun fact: heroes from around the world. Did you know that every culture has its own heroes? From Japan's samurai warriors to India's Rama and Hanuman, stories of bravery, wisdom, and honor are found in every part of the world. These tales teach us about the values and beliefs of different cultures and remind us that people everywhere admire courage and kindness. Heroes remind us that we all have the ability to do good and that each of us can make a difference, just like the legendary heroes in these stories. And that's our adventure with legendary heroes from around the world. From the strength of Hercules to the cleverness of Anansi, these heroes show us that bravery, wisdom, and kindness can come in many forms. I hope you feel inspired by their stories and remember that each of us can be a hero in our own way. Thank you for joining me on Sleepy Science and Stories. Sweet dream, little heroes, and remember, courage, kindness, and cleverness are things we can all practice, just like these legendary heroes. Hope to see you next time for another exciting story.